The cars line up on the grid. 5 lights coming on. Harani on the left. Bryce Harper on the right. We're waiting then for the lights to go on. They're green now. It's go. It's a great start then from Harani. Bryce Harper then slightly bogged down in towards the centre chicane. They go heading into turn 1, and it's Harani who's got the whole shot. Ollie Knight there missing the chicane, and I think that's Tom Bedingham who's very up into third there. And dear oh dear, incident at turn 1. Matt Davies caught up as you mentioned, but it's Harani who leads the way ahead of Bryce Harper. Third position for Bellingham, 4th for Lee Harrison. Ollie Knight there in 5th, and also Bjorn Golder and Dan Thorne. It is your right going around there for the Independables. He is managing to carry on though, but towards the back of the field he will be. In towards the right-hander they go again. Pete Walker there, he's had a great start, but Bjorn Golder though makes a terrible one, spinning round on the opening lap of 16 and managing to keep the engine running and hopefully managing to carry on through. But Bryce Harper though absolutely harassing Harani though as they come onto the Brabham straight once again. A driver though who hasn't made mistakes is the person we're on board with now, Sam Harani, the number 1 on his car, number 1 in the race as well. He is doing a cracking job. Just 3 laps remaining of this 20-minute assault, and it looks to be his, as that is one of the Kaibitsu Racing drivers. I think that might be Crawford that's spun round. Ollie Knight though in 2nd position. Oh dear, coming up towards that Kaibitsu driver who manages to get out of the way. Very nicely done from them, so displaying that they certainly know how to get out of the way of traffic coming through. Anyway, Ollie Knight though having a good run, although another lonely race. Who's that off? That's Harani off! Oh my goodness, wow. The offender's driver off in the final corner, the number 1 on his car, and dear oh dear, just I think he might have done what Bryce Harper did, just clip the grass. And let's have a look then. Is it going to be a repeat? Clips the apex and does exactly the same thing. Oh dear, the offenders. Oh, it's gone from bad to worse in 2 laps. Oh, Ollie Knight then leads the race with 3 laps to go. The junior motorsports driver is once again out in front. Goodness gracious me. So Sam Harani spins from 2nd place, just manages to recover, but Ollie Knight takes the victory then. The 2nd race here at Adelaide, he wins it. The junior motorsports driver, Sam Harani then comes into 2nd place for the offenders and manages to recover his race and get some valuable points, 15 of them in fact, in the bag. Here we are then looking at the battle further down the order for 5th or 6th position I believe it is. It's Pete Walker then who manages to reign supreme over his teammate, and James Bryce Harper then very close behind in the offenders Holden as well. So, but it's Ollie Knight then who takes a well-deserved victory, the number 21, really demonstrating that he's got some pace and is able to drive his car to the match.
It's severely hindered Bryce Harper's progress at the moment. Needless to say, 20th position is not where he imagined. He wanted to be battling potentially with these guys, probably with the chap who's ahead of these two, Ollie Knight. But Sam Harani then got a great run on Lee Harrison up the inside, maybe into the hairpin, not quite close enough. Lee Harrison firmly shutting the door and stamping his authority. You may have seen Lee Harrison in the last round, of course, running a different livery to this. He ran the Samsung livery along with Liam Blair, but he's running a different Spider-Man style livery and very distinctive as well. On board then with Sam Harani. Is he finally going to be able to make a move up the inside of Lee Harrison into turn 1? This will be a spectacular move if he can pull it off. And he can! Great then from Sam Harani. The defending Really Rubbish Racing champion slots himself up into 2nd place with a spectacular overtake on Lee Harrison. The safety car peels into the pit lane then, and we wait for the start of the V8 Vigilantes support race. The cars come round the final corner, Murray's Corner, and we wait for the 2-hour race to get underway. But it's Goodwolf then who's going to lead proceedings as the V8 Vigilantes race is go. Great start then from the Scar Honda team. They lead the way out through into Hell Corner. TNR Philo in 2nd place, very close behind. GTB Animera in 3rd as TNR Philo kicks up a bit of dust. Number 10 then pulls into the slipstream straight away. We could have a change of lead only on the opening lap, but Goodwolf defending his position very well as the cars come barreling down then towards turn 2 of Quarry. And very close side by side, but TNR Philo gets the whole shot and takes the lead thus far as we see Avalarion Racing's GTB Animera slotting up into 2nd place. A very aggressive move there on Goodwolf. So it's TNR Philo out in front for the SSR Motorsports team. The Avalarion Racing number 33 of GTB Animera in 2nd position, and then back relegated to 3rd place is the SSR Motorsports number 10. It's rather the Scar Honda 21 of Goodwolf, I should say. But what a start here at Mount Panorama. Now and hunted down by another series of GT500 cars then, as they're onto the banked section, and TNR Philo is going to have to be very careful. His LMP2 car, I believe, is going to be overtaken as well as the cars come barreling in towards the bus stop chicane for the first time.
But, yeah, TNR Philo overtaken there. Oh, instant in towards the bus stop chicane. GTMX. Oh, dear, that was GTMX SC430 causing TNR Philo to go round. Is there any damage? Yes, there's damage on the Delta wing there. So, the LMP2 car suffering damage at this stage of the race. They all thankfully avoid him as he crawls his way out of the bus stop chicane. But a comfortable lead for the Inferno rating of quite a few seconds, it's got to be said. In second place currently is GTMX in the Mexican run SC430. And then we see in third place is Goodwolf, who is getting sideways on the bank sector. And into turn 1, he goes deep into turn 1. And that, I believe, allows GTMX to go through. With Jenson Button qualifying here at Spa-Francorchamps. He comes out of the La Source hairpin and heads down towards the infamous Eau Rouge corner, touching 180 miles an hour by the time you come in towards the first apex of the left. And then the right-hander flat out through the corner onto towards the Kemmel Straight. 180, 190 miles an hour he'll be touching before he hits the brake pedal and shifts it down into third gear. Wait for the 100-meter braking board on your left. Brake it in towards the right-hander and then the left-hander. Car always wants to fall away on the exit in towards turn 7. Take a lot of curb on the exit for this one, and that maximises your run into turn 8 where the car is always unbalanced, always wants to understeer into here. Get an early apex and then get on the power early. That's the key. And through towards turn 9, the turn with no name. And take a lot of curve again on the exit and head downhill towards the Pouon section and in towards the final part of the lap. Shift down one gear, flick it into the left-hander, and then it's flat out through the left and onto the curb on the right-hand side, up towards the Fagnes chicane. So through the left and the right, and we'll see in comparison to Michael Schumacher's time how well Button is doing on this lap in qualifying. In towards the final section, flat out then, heading towards Blanchimont before the bus stop chicane. Jenson Button is putting in a stonking lap so far at the wheel of the BAR Honda. The V10 engine really is using its maximum and heads towards the right-hand side for the bus stop chicane, the left and then the right, and then the flat-out right and left before you end up on towards the final straight and then cross the line. Jenson Button then comes across the line here at Spa-Francorchamps and he finishes third.